Hello, and welcome to another video tutorial from the Dauphin County Library System. Today we're going to be looking at NoveList Plus, which is a reader's advisory tool to help you discover your next great read. It is available for free through the library system. As usual, we're going to start on the library's homepage, and to access NoveList Plus, click on Research, and you can scroll down and find it here. You can also find NoveList Plus on the collection page under Find a Good Book. To open the resource, you can click here on the title or click on Use Resource. And if you're outside a library location, you will need to sign in with your card number and your PIN. Alright, so what is NoveList Plus? Well, if you're like me, you really love reading, but sometimes you get into these slumps where maybe you've just finished a great book or a really good series and you're not sure what to read next. Or maybe you've been trying out some new books, but you're not really connecting with them. You want books that will really engage your interest and really pull you in. Well, this is where NoveList Plus can help out. This is a reader's advisory tool, so it is a tool that recommends books that you may like based on other books that you like, or other elements of stories that you enjoy. So we're going to look at a few different ways that you can use this resource, but the simplest is to start with a book that you already know and love. So for an example, let's type in A River Enchanted by Rebecca Ross. This will pull up the book's profile, and once it does, you can scroll down to see a selection of read-alikes. So here is the book that we've typed in, and down here are books that have been considered similar to this title, ones that you might enjoy if you enjoyed A River Enchanted. And the really cool thing about NoveList is that these books haven't just been generated by some computer algorithm. They're not just other titles in the fantasy genre. If you click on one, you can see here a quote from a real person about why these two books have been considered alike. And here it says that All the Horses of Iceland, similar to A River Enchanted, features a likable hero that has to solve a mystery in some magical land. And those were some of the elements that I did really enjoy in A River Enchanted, so maybe I'll also like All the Horses of Iceland. And I can see at a glance whether or not DCLS owns this title, because NoveList Plus is linked to our catalog. So if I'm interested in reading this book, I can click on Check Catalog, and it will open up the item's catalog record, where you can view availability or place a hold and get it sent to your home library. And I can click through all of these reading recommendations, and I can see why these certain books have been paired with A River Enchanted, all from skilled members of NoveList's team who have thoughtfully put these books together. So that is the easiest way to get started, where we're going to go back to the homepage and look at some other tools on here. So on this homepage, you have something called Books with Buzz. So these are books that have been mentioned in the media, whether it's being featured on a talk show or recently adapted into a TV series or movie. So if you want to see what's going on in pop culture, what people are talking about, you can browse these Books with Buzz. There are also hundreds of curated lists. And over here on the left, you can see the different categories of lists. For example, there's one called For Fans Of, and this is lists of books that might appeal to people who enjoy certain authors, genres, movies, even games. So for example, if you like Ticket to Ride, you can check out this list, which has some books that might appeal to you. Or if you like things like Wuthering Heights or Iron Lung, or the author Emily Henry, you can check out these books that again have been curated by real people. Back on the homepage, we are lastly going to look at the Story Elements tool. And I personally think that this is one of the most interesting tools that NoveList offers. So you can actually look for books based on the things that you enjoy in a particular story. So NoveList tags their titles with these things called story elements. So they can be genres, themes, or appeal factors. And then you can come here and you can say, well, I really enjoy books that are full of complex characters, and I like books that are atmospheric. And I also really enjoy some good world building. So you can select these factors here. And then as soon as I started selecting elements, I started getting reading recommendations generated down here. Right now I have 154 titles that have been tagged with world building, complex characters, and atmospheric. The more of these that I select, the narrower my results will get. So if I click on sympathetic characters, I'm only going to get 3. And I can go ahead and swap these terms, and I can do some more selections. I could do strong sense of place, coming of age, and flawed characters. This will give me 38 titles. And I can go ahead and browse all of these titles and see if any of them catch my eye. Now, in all likelihood, these books are all vastly different from each other. They could be different genres, they could have totally different plots, but they all share these elements that I tend to really enjoy when I'm reading. So I might end up picking up a book that I never would have otherwise, and maybe even reading in a genre I've never tried, but still really connecting with the story because it has these elements that I tend to really connect with in a book. All right, so that is a brief introduction to NoveList Plus. There's no better time to check it out with summer reading challenges coming up and, looking for a book to take on vacation or read on the beach. Check out NoveList Plus, and it'll show you what we have available in our catalog for you to check out at the library.